everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined, as always, by my researcher on a fixed-term contract,
Wow.
Anna Domini. How you doing today, Emma? Anna, how are you doing today, Anna? There,
well,
I did it again.
I was misnamed and told my days were numbered in the same breath almost. So
Hey, you know, if you do a good job, you might get a renewal on that contract. You never know.
It's not only 0 hours, it's also 0 pay. It's like, you should pitch this to Deliveroo and I'm sure they would love it.
Yeah, don't worry. I got Jeff Bezos on the line asking me how.
What's your secret?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, you doing all right, Anna?
Yeah, other than that, I'm good.
But have you done anything saintly or had anything miraculous happen to you lately?
I feel like I would be remiss not to mention the saintly thing that my boyfriend did when we were recording the Patreon episode. So yeah, basically, I recently moved house, as you know, and we got some white goods, which are not linen, as you thought.
I thought they were linen, yes. But I don't know why why are they called white goods?
Because people are very unimaginative and they're white and expensive.
Oh, well, I don't know.
They're typically Anyway, I got a washing machine and a dishwasher, and when they were installed, because we we paid like 30 quid to have someone come and do it rather than, you know, save £30, watch a YouTube video and then maybe spend hundreds more getting someone to fix it. So
probably a good call.
Yeah, I'd say so. So we got these white goods, and when they came to be installed, the plumber engineer person pointed out that there was only one waste pipe, or like one fitting for the waste pipe. So we had to put the waste pipe from the washing machine just in our sink, but it's kind of loose. Like it's like you have to remember to put it in the sink. And guess who did not remember to put the waste pipe in the sink on like the third time of using this machine?
Was it Danny?
No, it was me.
No.
So, yeah,
Anna.
while we were recording the Patreon episode a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, if you want to subscribe to our Patreon, you can get a great episode on Gilgamesh, which is super fun.
It's ironic, actually, because that's kind of about, like, it's a little bit about a flood.
Oh my God, it's not
story.
about a flood.
Okay,
it's never been about okay.
But it's ironic because it's kind of a little bit about a flood. And while we were talking about that, my kitchen was flooding.
Yeah.
Which is that's kind of ironic. Fortuitous. Anyway, the miraculous saintly thing was that while we were recording, Danny dealt with the whole thing, was mopping it up, didn't come and interrupt because he knows the value of art, and did not want to stop the podcast just because our new flat was flooding. So yeah, I'd say
you now own is the property, the first property you've ever
our
owned.
Problem. Well, I mean, I guess at this point, 15% our problem, but
right,
100%. If that leads
time to get the bank in to clean up this mess.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it's even more than that, your problem, because obviously if you break the house, I think the bank then are like, yeah, I don't know. I think there's like, you're still very much responsible for everything. So
I think that, you know, you should also say what Danny interrupted to go clean the kitchen up.
Yeah, he was watching the Snyder Cut. So like when he came back to that a day later because he'd been spending 2 hours dealing with the kitchen, I imagine it made less sense.
Yeah. I think he was better off spending that time mopping up dirty dishwater.
Hey, it wasn't that dirty because it was from the washing machine and it was
washing
being
water
pumped out. So it's like soapy and warm.
Yeah,
and a little bit dirty.
I've seen your guys' clothes, and that water was probably.
When were you going through our dirty laundry, Matthew?
I'm saying, no. I mean, people don't know this, but you know, in your spare time, you're both chimney sweeps, not as a profession, just as a hobby, and so there's just so much gross.
It's a very hipster thing to do.
It is, like, yeah.
It's performance art, so yeah.
So they're just disgusting. Those his clothes.
Yeah, fair enough.
He was probably better off.
Anyway. So that was the very saintly thing that Danny did.
That was very sweet of Danny. That was nice of him.
It was.
He's the patron saint of laundry.
Yeah, I mean, if we just made an episode about him and said he was the patron saint of laundry, no one would challenge us, presumably.
Yeah, I mean, maybe for his birthday. If you can't think of anything better to get him for his birthday.
His birthday is also Christmas, so he'd be competing with St. Nicholas.
Oof! What a terrible birthday. Wait, are we sure that December 25th is St. Nicholas's Day?
I think it's actually well, I don't know. Because I know that Boxing Day is St. Stephen's Day.
What did that guy ever do?
I don't know, but there's, he's in the song. Good King Wenceslas last looked out on the feast of Stephen.
Oh, okay. Here's a weird bit of information. Is that St. Nicholas Day is December 6th.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Then why is he Santa?
No idea.
This is bullshit. This is blasphemous.
If you tune
this
in,
wasn't in the Bible.
Maybe if you tune in early December, you'll find out why he's Santa.
Excellent. We will do that.
That's a teaser for our December episode.
I think we should, because if we change up the format so that we're not tied to Sundays, then we can treat people to seasonal, festive themed episodes.
I think that we should probably say that so far we had been selecting saints based on whoever's feast day was the Sunday that the episode came out, and now we're kind of expanding that a little bit because despite Anna's best efforts, there sometimes isn't a lot of research on saints. And
you might have noticed, because those are the ones where we add even more conjecture and nonsense.
Yeah, see our episode where we went on about Croquembouche for like 20 minutes. But so when
you put it like that, it's like, well, maybe we should just choose the limited ones because that's where the real creativity and genius comes through,
That's the thing. We just need the too much information is just holding us back, frankly.
Yeah, we're a comedy podcast, not a fact podcast.
Yeah, I like to think we educate and entertain at the same time. And a thing I call entertainment. I don't know. Entertainment? Anyways.
Edutainment. I think it's a thing. I think it's
edutainment's a thing, but I was trying to get my own patented, copyrightable.
Edutainment?
I call teacher pizzazz.
I don't think you need to patent that. I don't think anyone's going to steal it.
Copyright 2021. Matt Shador and Anna Domini. You're in on this one too,
Anna.
God. In on the ground floor of Teach Pizzazz.
Excellent.
Teach Pizzazz.
I love how, within the space of, a minute, I've now managed to entangle myself in your pyramid scheme.
Teach Pizzazz. So,
it's actually
Anna,
going to be one of the Patreon rewards, is you get shares in Teach Pizzazz.
In Teach Pizzazz. Teach Pizzazz. Please say it right. It's Teach Pizzazz.
Sorry, Teach Pizzazz.
So we might not be picking one from the Sunday, but we will be picking one from that Sunday or the week following.
And that's good because, if it's a really big feast, then we can give you the heads up and you can plan your own saint party.
And hopefully we can get some traditions and things, and you can send us pictures. At saintmisbehavenpod@gmail.com. There is no G in Behaven, but there's one in Gmail. Honestly, the last episode, I kept saying it was saintmisbehaven@gmail, which is not right. So please do not send
that wasn't just that episode. That was so many episodes. We've got so much fan mail that we will never see.
If you have sent any fan mail to saintmisbehaven@gmail.com, there's probably some poor confused soul who has no idea why you're complimenting his podcast. Or maybe he's like, oh, finally people are listening to my Cheers podcast that I've been recording for years.
Wait, what? Surely it would be just something else, Saint Misbehaving.
Right. Maybe. I don't know. I like to think it was unrelated to whatever content he was putting out. He's not very good at branding as we are. Because we can't remember the name of our email. But if you have sent any information, any complaints, any nice notes, or any kind of thoughts to saintmisbehaving@gmail, we didn't get that. I think it was just last episode because I did go back and check a couple episodes. But it is saintmisbehavenpod@gmail. So just go ahead and forward that. Actually, I would love it if it had the forward and then below it said you had actually sent it to the other one.
That would
be hilarious to me. Anyways, Anna, today is April 11th, 2021. Who is today's saint?
So today's saint is, in fact, their saint day is today. And it's Saint Gemma Galgani.
Gemma?
Yeah.
With a G?
Yep. Saint Gemma.
Saint Gemma Galgani. Saint Gemma. I feel like Gemma's a very common British girl's name.
Yeah.
There's tons of Gemmas out there.
Yeah.
But I don't really think of it as an international. It feels like a very British name. It feels like a name like Verity. Is it a super British name?
Yeah. Yeah. This is weird because we've mainly done European saints.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess that might be weird for you. I'm sending you the spelling anyway. I don't know if it's actually slightly different in Italian. Let me look that up.
Gemma
Because, like,
Galgani.
you know, with John Bosco, it was like his name's actually Giovanni. So, no, she was Maria. Oh, okay. So her first name was actually Maria. Ugh.
Okay.
So Maria Gemma Umberta Galgani.
But she went by Gemma.
Yeah,
Because probably there, I don't want to stereotype, but there's
probably
like 100
quite
Marias.
a lot of St. Mary's, yeah.
Yeah, there's probably like, even like just within her town, she was probably like, I'm so sick of being Maria, not even Maria C, Maria GC. There were that many Marias in my town. I'm going by Gemma, which is fine. Good for her.
Maybe that was it. Maybe she had like a British cousin or something, ancestor, and had their name as her middle name. And that was... Yeah, she decided she was sick of Maria.
I am really hoping that she went on like a year abroad, but to Britain. And it was kind of like the reverse of assholes who go from America or Britain and do like a year abroad. And they're like, it's Barcelona. And and she goes back to Italy and she's like, actually, they call me Gemma. Like she reinvented herself when she got back. So she did this like, in between years in high school. Maybe she switched schools. She's like, I'm going to reinvent myself as Gemma, not Maria. And I'm like, oh yeah, I went to, it's called London. And that's
so creepy because that's exactly what she did.
No, really? Yay.
No.
No. That would be amazing.
That would have been really good. But sadly, you're wide of the mark here.
Oh, well. Anyways, Anna, what did St. Gemma do?
I'm glad you asked, Matthew.
That's kind of why we're here.
So, Gemma Umberta Maria Galgani. Oh, okay, interesting. So this one...
Well, you keep finding another name. Why do you keep finding names?
It's just written differently, okay? So, okay, yeah. So, at first, it's... Well, when I Wikipedia'd it just now, because you asked about Gemma, it was Maria Gemma Umberta. And this time, in the actual, like, proper research that I did, it's Gemma Umberta Maria. Okay. So, clearly she just took the Maria from the front and just shoved it to the back. Yeah. I think that's what happened.
She's got a floating Maria. Just kind of goes...
That's the technical grammatical name for it, yeah. I mean, I know, like, I think Catholics, when they get confirmed...
Yes, they'll take a saint's
have a different name. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a common... You want to know what my confirmation name is?
Yes, please.
It's Paul.
Interesting.
Well, I'm not really connected to that saint, but Paul is my father's name, so I have respect for my
see.
Father, so.
Cool. Well, good job.
Maybe we'll do St. Paul one day. But
yeah, and he was a pretty big cheese, so...
Yeah.
How's a
the big wheel at the Cracker Factory.
So anyway, we've got to her name.
Well, I feel like we've only gotten partially through her name because it seems to keep expanding.
So anyway, Gemma. We'll just call her Gems.
Okay.
Gemma was born on March the 12th, 1878, in the hamlet of Camigliano in the provincial town of Capanori.
Capanori.
Yeah, like Palamori, but more with hats. And Italian. Gemma was born on March
Scottish?
12th. Yeah. How did you know?
I don't know.
Gemma was born on March 12th, 1878, in the hamlet of Camigliano in the provincial town of Capanori. There, I said it properly and sillily, so you've got a choice now.
Okay.
She was the fifth of 8 children. Her father, Enrico, was a prosperous pharmacist.
Prosperous in many ways. And
productive, sure.
8 children, geez. That's a...
I mean, they were Catholic, and it was pre-contraception.
I didn't want to get into stereotypes, but yeah. It's just, hey, maybe...
I'm not sure if it's a stereotype. If it's just like a rule that you can't use contraception, I feel like that's, Yeah.
I mean, it was also 1875. I don't know what they had for contraception then. Just, like, I don't know.
Prayer, I think.
Yeah. You wrap a sheet of paper around it. And that's not very effective.
And then, but actually then the fear of paper cuts would be a deterrent.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that sounds even worse than a baby.
Even. Are you enjoying new fatherhood, Matthew, having said that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I like having a baby more than I would like having a paper cut on
But
my
only
genitalia.
marginally, by the sounds of it.
You know what? It depends on the day. I'll tell you that. He drinks his wine.
Out of a beaker, out of a juice cup. I thought it was juice.
Oh no! Why would I drink juice? I'm in my 40s.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna drink juice. You know what? I'm not a pretentious guy who's got to drink wine out of a wine glass every time. I just want a steady
Be
tumbler.
secure in your drinking. That's fair enough.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is like the tumbler is bottom heavy. It's very stable. So if I do drink too
wine
much, it's not
glasses,
good.
design-wise, make no sense.
They don't. It's such, we're trying to be fancy here. And I'm like, why? Because this is like $5 wine I got at the co-op. You know, it's like,
This
it's
is
not
only worth a tumbler.
We're not fancy. This isn't fancy. We're drinking wine because it's been a stressful day. I don't need to go into the other cabinet that has the fancy wine glasses.
Yeah, and then
Those are for
generate
company.
some washing up. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and
hey,
they're also like,
do you know who would be the perfect sponsor for this conversation? The wine in the can people.
oh yeah, the wine in the can people. Yeah.
It's like, what if you want to be fancy drinking wine, but also be a bum? No, I shouldn't say that. They might actually sponsor us. That'd be amazing.
They might. They're nice people at the wine and the can people. They keep sending me wines in the can. We still haven't done anything with them. So
hey, you gave some to me. That was very
I did. That
appreciated.
was nice. I do like to share wine in a can with a friend. I think that they actually have the perfect product. We're not sponsored by Wine in the Can.
What is it even called?
It's called Nice. Nice is
Okay.
the name of the wine company.
Wow.
They've reached out to us.
They trademark that?
I guess so. It's just
That's-
nice wine from
It
nice
is
people.
nice wine from nice people. That's they should go with that slogan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, but they make wine in a can, and they've tried to sponsor. They tried to sponsor our festival last year, which was canceled, and they've reached out to us to maybe sponsor our festival this year or work with us. And they keep sending me free wine in a can, which I will say is good. I enjoy wine in a can, and I think that they found the perfect. Like, I feel like this is the perfect moment for wine in a can when you're
Yes.
having socially distanced, like
Picnics.
meetups in the park.
Yeah.
And you want to take a nice can of wine with you, and it's good wine. You know what I'm saying?
It's better than wine in a bag, I would
It's
say.
better than wine in a bag. So
We have become
Gemma's
very
dad,
sidetracked.
Gemma's dad
Put
liked
it
to
about,
fuck,
yeah.
and he got
Hey,
8 kids,
and so did her mum, presumably.
and so did her mom. Yeah, let's say
Although
they both.
probably not actually.
Maybe not.
You know, because it was pre-Me Too.
I don't. You know, I don't want to speculate on the sex lives of these.
You're the one that said he
18s.
liked to fuck. I think he was just doing his holy duty to God to produce lots of offspring.
Oh yeah, yeah. Her dad's a pharmacist.
Yep, prosperous, as
Mm-hmm.
we said. Soon after Gemma was born, the family relocated north from Camigliano to a large new home in the Tuscan city of Lucca,
Ooh.
because they were prosperous and fancy. They
Right.
would have never drunk wine in a can. In a move which was undertaken to facilitate an improvement in the children's education. So it's
Okay.
a classic middle-class parent move to the catchment area kind of situation.
Right, right. So you moved to the nicer school district.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. Gemma's mother, Aurelia, contracted tuberculosis shortly after.
No.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. You move up north, it's colder. It's it's not as nice as down south.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get tuberculosis there. Also, can I say Aurelia is a great name? Not a lot of people are named Aurelia. I'm just saying.
I thought it was Portuguese.
Is it? I don't know.
I mean, in
Let's
Love
just say it's
Actually, which is a
Mediterranean.
terrible film that I have watched too many times.
Okay, so Aurelia got
Yes.
tuberculosis from moving
Yeah.
up north. Did she die of it?
She did. Well
Oh.
predicted. So, but that happens in a sec.
Okay.
So, because of this, Gemma was placed in a private nursery school when she was just 2.5 years old. So,
Okay.
this was
Posh.
1880, I guess.
Right.
And Aurelia died in 1885. So, it was 5 years later when
Okay.
Gemma was 7
10.
and a bit.
Wait.
What?
Wasn't she born in 1875?
1878.
All right, never mind. Forget it.
So, yeah, but she wasn't the only one to die at this time. The firstborn child of the family, Carlo, and
Aw.
Gemma's little sister, Julia, both died at
Hmm.
an early age. And then when Gemma was 7, her mother died as well.
Was it
and
all tuberculosis?
I don't know, but
Was it murder?
I don't think so. I think they
Oh.
were, because I mean, who knows? Maybe there was another pharmacist who was really jealous of Enrico's success and sort of poisoned him.
See, I was hoping this was going to turn into like a true crime podcast where he's pulling like, he's secretly murdering his own family. Like one of those guys. He moves. He's been lying about his life. He's prosperous, but really he's just like, borrowing money for people, moving money around. He's like stealing from work. And he's like, oh, we're going to move up north because we're more prosperous. Really, he's just moving up north ahead of the cops.
So they don't find his second family or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like the cops are like closing in. So he's like, okay, time to like murder the family and then hit the road. Or like maybe he's like, he's got, I just happen to have an insurance policy on Aurelia. Oh no, she's dead of tuberculosis, quote unquote. And now he's like, I don't know. Anyways, maybe I watch too much true crime.
Yeah, it's starting to sound that way, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that could all have been true. We'll never know.
Maybe. We'll never know.
Gemma's brother also died. He was older, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He was studying for the priesthood. So, yeah, he must have been older because she was 7. So, losing her mother was pretty traumatic for Gemma, as you would imagine it would be.
Yes.
In her autobiography, she writes about her mother thusly: "The doctor forbade me to go near mother's bed, but such a command was useless, for I did not obey. Every evening before going to bed, I would go to her, and kneeling beside her bed, I would say my prayers. I assisted at mass the best I could, all while praying for her. All of a sudden, I heard a voice in my heart saying to me, 'Are you willing to give your mother to me?' We assume that is God. Right. 'Yes,' I answered. 'If you will take me too.' 'No,' replied the voice. 'Give me your mother willingly, but you must remain with your father for the present. I will take your mother to heaven. Do you understand? Do you give me to her willingly?' I was forced to give my consent. When the mass was over, I ran home. Oh my God! I looked at my mother and wept. I simply could not contain myself." So, benevolent God was like, "I'm going to take your mummy away now."
Right.
And you must agree. And she was like, "Okay."
Hey, 7-year-old girl, it's your decision.
Yeah.
For me to murder your mom. But
it's not murder because it's God. So he's
it's
taken
God,
her
so
away. But yeah, I thought that was quite a good illustration of like, she was clearly just very intensely loved her mom, didn't want her to go, said like, "Oh, if you're going to take her, you should take me too." And somewhat maybe hallucinating or making things up or imagining them.
But at no point she was never like, "Will you give your mom to me?" I'm like, "No. Can I just keep her?"
No, presumably not.
Your mom's going to heaven. Okay, so God takes her mom up to heaven.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
And it was sad. At some point after that, her aunt came to sort of try and help take care of the family a bit.
Uh-huh.
And Gemma, like many children dealing with trauma at a time when there's not really like a structure to deal with that, like, they wouldn't have got her therapy or anything.
They don't have the mental health services in 1880s Northern Italy.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. So Gemma developed quite a harsh view of herself, which I guess makes her a great Catholic. So another quote from her autobiography, which I love. "During the time when I was with my aunt, I was always bad. She had a son who was always tormenting me, pulling my hands behind me. One day when he was on a horse, brackets 15 hands high."
That's a big horse. Yeah. I don't know if you understand. Like, that's a big horse.
Okay, thank you. Is it? Because I would say 15. I mean, it depends on the size of the hands, but like for my hands, I wouldn't say 15. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway.
Well, for me, it's a big horse because my hands are pretty big.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, one day when he was on a horse, brackets 15 hands high, my aunt told me to take him some kind of coat to put on. I took it to him, and when I was near, he pinched me. Then I gave him a hard push, and he fell off and hurt his head. In punishment, my aunt tied my hands behind me for the entire day. Thus mistreated, I got very angry, and I told him so with strong words. I even threatened to get even, but I did not. I thought that was great.
I feel like that is... I mean, she pushed him off a horse.
Yeah, so her aunt tied her hands behind her back.
Right, which is for a whole day.
Yeah, apparently so. Which is like, when you've got a 7-year-old dealing with the loss of her mum. Yeah. I wouldn't say that's an appropriate reaction to... But then she did push him off a very high horse.
Also, this kid sounds like a dick.
Yeah. Wait, which? Gemma or the cousin?
the cousin, because he said the cousin pulled her hair and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, he pushed her off a horse. Like, fuck that kid.
Yeah, fair enough. So I guess it's good she stood up for herself, but also it meant that she seems to have developed quite a harsh view of herself, which is a shame.
Can I tell you that when I type in hand unit of measurement into Google,
oh no,
one of the people
is it like one of those things is like, can you guess how big your penis is with the size of your hand? Something like that.
What? No, I don't know. It's about the unit of measurement. Oh, okay. It's an official unit of measurement. I'm saying that, so a hand is 4 inches, which, okay. The top question that says, on Google, it says, do people also ask, and the first one is 15 hands a big horse?
Oh, really?
So yeah, great. Apparently this is coming up.
That's amazing. I love that we're not the first people to have this debate.
Yeah, apparently like 15 hands is a pretty big horse. Okay. Apparently the average size horse is approximately 15.2 hands. So it's pretty average size horse.
So that's average. Oh, right, yeah. I see. So it's not a big horse. So
but then again, average horse is still pretty big.
That's true. The average horse. That's why it's the classic, would you rather fight one duck-sized horse? Wait, no. One horse-sized duck or 15 duck-sized horses, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
But it's still kind of impressive that a 7-year-old knocked him off. Yeah. Because compared to a 7-year-old, a horse is pretty big. I like to think she swung in on a rope from like out of a barn, just real like pirate style.
Yeah, it's weird though, because like, how did he pinch her when she was near? Like, he would have had to reach down quite far. Maybe she was on a horse as well. That would even it out, I guess.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Anyway, so after a bit of time with her aunt, I guess it wasn't really working out. So Gemma was sent to a Catholic half boarding school in Lucca. I guess like boarding during the week, maybe.
Oh, that's like half boarding school, half Cinnabon. So. It's like in America where you get those Kentucky Huts, which is like Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Taco Bell and a Pizza Hut all in the same building.
Wait, but does that mean you can have like a pizza taco with KFC in it?
You can have a pizza and a taco.
Oh, I see.
And a bucket of chicken. But they won't throw it all in the same bucket for you. You have to do that, you fucking monster.
Well, I think that's pointless. I think, if you're not going to go all in, why even exist? Anyway, if you're a fast food chain, not a person, obviously. Yeah. Just to clarify that one. So yeah, she was sent to a half boarding school run by the Sisters of St. Zita, who I guess is some nuns. She excelled in French, arithmetic, and music, and she developed a love of prayer. Oh. And so at the age of 9, she was allowed to receive her first Holy Communion. She had become obsessed with the idea of taking communion after hearing a priest saying, "He who eats of Jesus will live of his life." She apparently nearly died of the desire to be able to say these words, "Jesus lives in me." So
wait, she almost died of the desire to say the words.
That Jesus was inside her, yeah.
Yeah, she could just say that. Why couldn't she just say that whenever?
Because she couldn't, because she hadn't taken communion yet.
It wouldn't be official, right?
Yeah, exactly. No one would believe her.
So I don't know if you've taken communion at a Catholic church before or seen it done.
You only get the bread, right? Not the wine.
Yeah, well, it depends on the church. Yeah, but usually it's just like a wafer, like a communion wafer, which is like this white, basically it's like a piece of paper. But sometimes I get vaguely like craving for them. And I was like, I wish I could just buy like a bag of them and then just eat them.
So when next time you're describing a communion wafer craving, you can say, I'm nearly dying of the desire to say that Jesus is in me.
Right. But I just imagine but it's like there's a line that goes up the aisle to get to the priest. And I just imagine her just in the line, just like so excited and dancing. It's like, oh man, today's the day.
I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
She even, I don't know if this is a common thing, but she wrote her own First Communion resolutions. Is that not a normal thing?
So she got up to the front. She's like, guys, wait. Can everybody wait? I have a little something I need to say.
Yeah.
Unfolding piece of paper.
It gets even more intense, right?
Okay.
Number 1 resolution. I will receive confession and communion each time as though it were the last time.
That's what they say. Like, it's like YOLO, you live each communion as if it is your last.
Yoko, you only communion once.
Yeah.
Or Yoso, wait, what's it? Yoto, you only transubstantiate once.
Yeah. So
That was the YOLO life that she was living at church.
it's like, just savor that flavorless white biscuit. Just let it will dissolve. It's so thin, and I guess it's made out of rice, or I have no idea what it's made out of.
Tasteless, no calories in.
It will just dissolve on your tongue and just leave like a sticky film. It's just
made of God. So
made of God, yeah.
So yeah, that was number 1 resolution. There are 5.
Right. Oh Christ.
Well, quite. Number 2, I will visit Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament often, especially when I am afflicted. So presumably she'd seen that all her siblings were dying and was like, I'm probably going to get ill, which is, presumably where that one came from.
So then communion's the best medicine for this?
Apparently so. Well...
Okay. By the way, her dad is a pharmacist, so real fuck you to him.
Yep, the classic, your mum's just died, rebel against your dad by being into homeopathy. We've all been there. I will prepare, so number 3, I will prepare myself for every feast of our Blessed Mother by some mortification. And every evening I will ask my Heavenly Mother's blessing. So that sounds pretty normal.
It's a bit good and bad. It's like, oh, you asked for the blessing. Yes, and I will whip myself for her birthday.
As I said, she seems to have had quite a low view of herself. So, that kind of chimes in, I guess. Number 4, I want to remain always in the presence of God. So I guess she's like, just wants to be eating the wafer all the time.
Right.
This one, I don't know if this is when she's taking communion or days when she's not, or just every day.
Okay.
But number 5 is, every time the clock strikes, I will repeat 3 times, my Jesus mercy.
Okay. So this
it's like
feels...
a Pavlovian response. Like the clock chimes, and she's like, "My Jesus, my mercy."
My Jesus, my mercy. My Jesus, my mercy. My Jesus. Like she sounds like she has like OCD or some kind of
she's been through some stuff, right?
Yeah.
So this is how she's dealing with that.
She's dealing with her trauma by like, you create these little rituals that keep that you feel like keep you safe.
Yeah.
That are like reassuring, and so that must be so weird if you're just in the middle of a conversation with her and the chalk climb, and she's like, "So where do you guys want to go for lunch? I heard this is really good." Oh, Jesus mercy, Jesus mercy, Jesus mercy. Anyways, so the new Thai place is supposed to be. What the fuck was that? What? No, I was just. The Thai place. Anyways.
That is exactly how that would have happened, yeah.
Yeah.
But she was well loved by her teachers at her half boarding school.
Well, she seemed really into it, so I imagine that must be really gratifying for the teachers.
Yeah, teacher's pet. One in particular who, according to Gemma's autobiography, used to embrace her like a mother would. So I guess, like maternal...
Right.
Fixate on the maternal figure in your life. And Gemma had, this is a fun one as well, a fun little episode from her life. Gemma asked this teacher to tell her more about Jesus. And another quote from her autobiography says what happens next. One evening, when she was explaining something to me about the crucifixion, the crowning with thorns, and all the sufferings of Jesus, she explained it to me so very well that a great sorrow and compassion came over me, so much so that I was seized immediately with fever so intense I was forced to remain in bed all the next day. From that day on, the teacher only explained such things to me only briefly.
Okay. She's like, "Oh, this is an intense fucking little kid. I need to not."
We're gonna keep it light next. Next
keeping
lesson.
it light. Okay, I see where this is. I should have seen this. I'm the adult here. I should have seen.
This is on me.
I should have. She's got the Jesus' mercy thing she's doing every day.
Presumably at some point while the teacher was telling that story and Gemma was having this fever, she had to break off to say her 3 Jesus mercy times.
Yeah, that's
So
I have a very clear picture of Gemma as just like the really intense kid at your school. Who was just like, they're not a bad kid. Mm-hmm. They're just like, they got their own things going on and they have their own struggles. And, God bless them. But, they need a little bit extra help and they maybe need some kid gloves every once in a while.
And therapy. I think, again, this is what's coming through here. So at the age of 16, Gemma developed spinal meningitis, presumably because she was reading the Bible or something and got very intensely into it. She developed spinal meningitis, but she recovered, which was
Yay.
fairly miraculous.
It is. That's a tough disease.
And she attributed her extraordinary cure to, guess, who would have cured
clean
her
living?
spinal?
Was it Jesus?
It was Jesus.
Woo.
Through the intercession of the Venerable Gabriel of Our Lady of Sorrows and Saint Marguerite Marie Alacoque.
Oh wait, so the angel Gabriel and then Saint Marie Alacoque.
I don't think it was the angel Gabriel. It was Venerable Gabriel of Our Lady of Sorrows.
Oh, so he hasn't quite been. He's venerated, but he's not.
So he was venerable,
canonized.
but he was later canonized.
Ah, okay. But at the time, he was kind of he was the hip new saint on the scene.
Yeah, and he interceded for her and cured her meningitis. Shortly after turning 18, Gemma was orphaned. So that's a weird way of saying her dad died also, I guess.
Oh, okay. I thought you mean she was kicked out of the boarding school, but I forgot her dad was still alive.
That's not how you become an orphan.
Yeah, I was like, is that what that means? Like, I mean, they just kicked her out. Like, that's...
Yeah.
So wait, so she turned 18, her dad's
Her dad died.
Did he commit suicide in a motel room because the cops were about to knock the door in, or?
We can only speculate whether that was the case. But yeah, he would have been quite young, I guess. So maybe. Thereafter, Gemma was responsible for the upbringing of her younger siblings, which she did with her aunt from previously, I think. So she moved...
Previously on St. Gemma.
And while she was there, she declined 2 marriage proposals because she wanted to become a...
career woman.
Yeah, a nun.
Oh,
obviously.
right.
Obviously, she wanted to become a nun.
Yeah, I didn't.
You really should have guessed this from her hobbies.
I probably should have guessed that she wanted to be a nun. Yeah, that makes sense now. When you say it, I feel foolish.
Good, that's all I've ever wanted. However, she was rejected by the nunnery because of her ill health.
What?
I feel like that was a bit of an excuse. Like, they could see how intense she was and were like, oh, sorry, we don't have enough health coverage. Yeah, our insurance won't let us hire you.
Yeah.
So
these cells are so drafty. They're just not going to work.
they're going to finish you off. Yeah.
Wait, is this the communion girl? Yeah, the girl who's like... really into communion, and I was like, why we can't have her around all anyways.
Yeah, that was exactly what happened in the interview. Is there an interview to be a nun, or like an application process, or
I don't know.
It's probably like a grad scheme, right? Because it would have been one of the only careers available for girls at that time, so it was probably really competitive. So she was rejected by the nunnery because of her ill health, in quote marks. So instead, she went to go and become a housekeeper with the Giannini family instead. I don't know why the name of the family is mentioned because nothing else about them is said.
Maybe if we were Italian, we'd know. We'd be like, wow, the Giannini family.
Yeah, maybe they're like the Rockefellers or what's another family? Rothschilds.
The Windsors?
Oh, I mean, barely.
Maybe.
Am I right?
Right. Yeah, I think if it's like we were Italian, we'd be like, wow, good job.
The Gianninis.
Wow. Well, she wasn't just a maid for anybody, for the Gianninis.
Yes. So, according to a biography written by her spiritual director, Germano Ruopolo, she began to display signs of the stigmata on June the 8th, 1899.
That is going to make it tough to clean up. That is...
Wow.
I just think as a maid, that's like the worst...
she's chosen the worst career for someone who gets this. That's such a good point.
Yeah. It's like, hey, Gemma, when you wipe down the countertops, is there any reason you didn't get all these streaks of blood? These countertops, they're covered in blood.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't me. It was Jesus. So.
Oh, okay. So it's the blood of Christ?
I guess it'll just miraculously go away at some point.
Yeah. I need you to do another pass on these.
So yeah, this started in 1899 when she was 21. Mm-hmm. She stated that she'd spoken with her guardian angel, Jesus, the Virgin Mary, and other saints. So this is a list, not her guardian angel is Jesus.
Oh, I was going to say, her guardian angel is Jesus? Is like, wow,
she got the best one, yeah. It was a real coup.
Yeah.
Would that be a good get, though? Because she really wanted him inside her, not, like, next to her. So
I feel like you're misinterpreting inside on purpose.
Yes, deliberately for comedic effect.
Yes. Come on, we're higher brow than that.
Are we?
But the guardian angel doesn't get a name? That's a bummer.
No, I don't think so.
But because I mean, I feel like the guardian angels, they're doing the day-to-day work. But I feel like that Jesus and Mary are getting all the real accolades, and the guardian angels. Like...
I mean, that's they always do, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's like,
it
I'm the
makes
one who
sense.
kept you from getting hit by that bus the other day. Oh, but Jesus is the great guy. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, according to her testimonies, she sometimes receives special messages from all these guys about current or future events. So, yeah, she was frequently found in a state of ecstasy, and she's also been reputed to levitate. She claimed that on one occasion, when her arms were around the crucifix in her dining room, and she was kissing the wound on the side of the crucified, she found herself raised from the floor. In subsequent rapture, Gemma saw her guardian angel in the company of the Blessed Virgin Mary. She explains.
They're just like, hey, we have a standing lunch date. Do you need anything? I'm going to go. We're going to pop off.
It's funny you should say that, and you'll see why in a minute. So this is another quote from her experiences. The Blessed Virgin Mary opened her mantle and covered me with it. At that very moment, Jesus appeared with his wounds all open. Blood was not flowing from them, but flames of fire, which in one moment came and touched my hands, feet, and heart. I felt I was dying. Yeah, very, very normal.
Yeah, but like, better or worse, blood or fire? Like, if I had a wound and like fire was coming out, I feel like that's a bigger problem than just blood.
You got more problems on your plate there.
Yeah, it's like
more to get off
the
your
doctors
chest.
are like, wait, have you been drinking a lot of gasoline? And it's like, I have, doctor. I'm really sorry. My blood is like 70% petroleum.
Yeah, I felt I was dying and should have fallen down, but for my mother, brackets, Blessed Virgin Mary, which is a bit harsh, so she's totally forgotten her actual mum at this point, who supported me and kept me under her mantle. Thus I remained for several hours. Then my mother kissed my forehead, presumably Mary, not her actual
Mary
mum,
was just
again.
saying Mary, yeah.
The vision disappeared and I found myself on my knees, but I still had a keen pain in my hands, feet, and heart, which... Understandable. I got up to get into bed and saw that blood was coming from the places where I had the pain. I covered them as well as I could, and then, helped by my guardian angel, I got into bed. So she does credit him there. Or her.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like the guardian angels, I feel like doing a lot of this shit work here, and like having to get
Well, he probably had to clean up after.
Right. And I mean, like, she seems like she's had this, like, I feel like it's the similar to getting a drunk person into bed is like getting a person who's had a vision
I mean,
and then
it does
stigmata.
sound like she lost a lot of blood. So
Yeah.
especially when it was pouring like fire out of her heart, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you would be in a similar state of delirium as, you know, comparable to being drunk.
It's being drunk. Yeah. And I
Having
feel
lost
like,
that
no,
much blood.
you're the best. You see that guy with fire? That was fucking nuts.
Oh dear. So there was a doctor, physician Pietro, probably Pietro Fanna, who had known Gemma since her childhood, had examined her claims of stigmata. He observed hysterical behaviour and suspected that she may have suffered from a form of neurosis. Now, I'm no physician, but based on everything we've learned so far, I'm like, how did it take him until this point to suspect she might have a form of neurosis?
I think we've observed hysterical behavior.
Yeah.
I think that, like that's a real easy diagnosis, I think.
You don't need to have gone to 7 years of med school to figure that one out.
Yeah, I don't need some northern Italian doctor to tell me
that I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I probably shouldn't say that like that.
No, I shouldn't cast aspersions on the fine doctors of Italy in the north or any other region. I'm sure they do a fine job. Anyways.
Yeah.
No, so finally somebody is
seeing sense.
Is like, you guys have been letting this just go on? Like, have you not seen the same things I'm seeing? All right, well, let's get you some professional help, right? Professional help?
Yep, that's what happened. And then she lived happily ever after. And the real saint is actually the doctor for noticing.
Oh, wow, what a twist.
Yep, that's the end. Nope, sadly not.
So
he examined her and noticed spots of blood on the palms of her hands. But when he ordered the blood to be wiped away with a wet towel, there was no wound.
She's a murderer.
So he concluded, well, no, the idea is it's a miracle, right? It's the stigmata.
Or she's a murderer. Usually when people have blood on their hands, it's a bad... Look, I'm telling you, I've been watching a lot of true crime.
You did mention that. He concluded that this was self-inflicted.
Okay.
Like a real punk. And this was confirmed on
He's
another occasion.
He's a real doubting Thomas there.
Yeah. And this was confirmed on another occasion by Gemma's foster mother / employer, Cecilia Giannini, who observed a sewing needle on the floor next to her.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but obviously, you know, this is a hagiography, so that's a load of crap, isn't it? Because we know the truth, which was that it was a miracle.
Those are just doubters. They are not faithful.
Yeah.
A man of science and a rich lady? Come on. These are not the people that have faith and are going to be good people. No. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they basically, he was like, can I give you therapy? And she was like, I don't want your 5G.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably what happened. So, Gemma experienced stigmata every Thursday evening through to Friday afternoon from June 1899 to early 1901. That's a year and a half of losing a lot of blood by the sounds of it. So I don't know what her diet was like.
For like 12 hours. It's nice that it's scheduled from Thursday to Friday.
Listen,
it's like
Jesus
Thursday
apparently is also very neurotic, okay? He likes his regularity.
And it's just like, that's also nice because you can schedule your week. Like, people will be like, hey, Gemma, you want to hang out on Thursday? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I got stigmata. From like, do you want to hang out before 4? Because I don't get the stigmata usually till like 4 o'clock. So do like a lunch date? I know a good Thai place. And it's a Jesus' mercy, Jesus' mercy. Anyways.
Excellent. Yeah, it would be a pretty good excuse. I mean, she had that fever. That was a good excuse to get out her RE lesson. And now she's got this, which is a good way of, getting out of Friday plans. With her health in decline, shocking, based on how much blood she's lost.
Yeah.
Ruopolo, the spiritual director guy, suggested that she should pray for her stigmata to stop. Which I'm kind of surprised no one suggested that before a year and a half. So she did. She prayed for them to stop, and they did. And the marks ceased. But she still said that she had to resist the devil's attacks often.
Well, we all do have to do that.
Yeah, true. She was well known in the vicinity of Lucca before her death, especially to those in poverty. But opinions of her were divided.
She was under the people who probably like, there's that bleeding lady again. No, don't let her touch you. She's covered in blood. It's weird. No, just don't. She's always wanting to shake hands. And we're like, we know you're covered in blood. It's disgusting. I don't know why. Anyways. One time she hugged me, ruined my best shirt.
But to be fair, she does have a secret stash of communion wafers. Just so if you're ever like on the border of being really hungry, but just a tiny bit of food will keep you going, she's the person to go to.
If you need something with absolutely no flavor or nutritional value,
it's full of Jesus.
Right, but it has lots of spiritual value. It's like if you look at the side of the box of communion wafers, it's like vitamin A 0, vitamin B 0. But then if you go all the way down under niacin, it says Holy Spirit, and it's 100%.
Yeah. So well known to the poor. But opinions of her were divided. Some admired her extraordinary virtues and referred to her as the Virgin of Lucca out of pious respect and admiration. But others, including her younger sister Angelina, mocked her. And Angelina, apparently used to make fun of Gemma during her experiences of stigmata, which is quite a bitch move. And apparently when they were in the process of canonizing Gemma and examining to see if she was going to be a saint, Angelina was deemed unfit to testify due to accusations.
Her being a total bitch.
Yeah, due to accusations of attempting to profit from Gemma's reputation.
What?
I like Angelina the best, I think.
I love the
like
idea that Gemma's in the church is showing off her stigmata. Angelina outside selling bootleg T-shirts, out of a shopping cart. Like, get your official Gemma merchandise. I got your Gemma T-shirts. Yes. I got your Gemma pendants. I got your Gemma, scarves. I don't know.
What, gloves? Surely gloves.
Yes. Yeah.
That would be like the number one Gemma.
It's like
merch.
Gemma gloves, so they're like regular, the regular gloves, but in the middle there's just like a red spot, so you can look like, oh.
I was going to say really absorbent, like so when you start bleeding.
See, but you don't have the stigmata. You want to look like you've got the stigmata. Maybe she sells like big foam fingers that are like a hand and then a big red spot, and it's like, woo!
That is probably exactly what they mean by her attempts to profit from Gemma's reputation.
I do kind of like Angelina best here.
Yeah, especially that's pretty ballsy as well. Like while someone's having a religious experience, to be like, you look like a dickhead,
But then again, I feel like there's some money to be made here.
I haven't read much of Angelina, but I think I like her the best. At the end of her ecstasies, she would return to normal and carry on quietly and serenely. and she saw her guardian angel often.
That's nice. They kept in touch.
Yeah. Apparently, she would send her guardian angel on errands.
Wow. That is such a
to deliver
if you're
a
the guardian
letter.
angel, you're like, listen, yeah, I'm really here to keep you safe, not to pick up your dry cleaning. That's not this is the last time, Gemma. The last time.
Yeah, but guardian angel, I generate so much more laundry because of my bleeding
no, I get
hands.
that.
So it's only fair. Anyway, Angelina's having some t-shirts printed. Could you go and get those?
Hey, make sure we get a cut of those.
No, usually she would send him to deliver a letter or oral message to her spiritual guardian in Rome. So maybe she was just really scared of paper cuts because she'd lost too much
It's a
blood
long
already.
way to go.
It's like, you have to handle all my
I think at the
correspondence.
time, it's just like, it's a whole, it's tough. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't want to cast aspersions on the Italian mail service at the beginning of the 20th century, but maybe it wasn't the best.
I think that's something you're allowed to cast aspersions on. It's like far enough in the past that it was probably not the most
Take that, Postmaster General of early 20th century Italy.
We're so subversive. It's crazy. This is another fact that I really like. During the investigations of her life, when they were examining whether she should be a saint or not, all witnesses testified that there was no artfulness in her manner. And most of her severe penances and sacrifices were hidden from those who most knew her. So what they're saying is that her miracle stories were so boring that they couldn't have been made up.
Yeah, like, was she making them up? I don't know. But I guess if she was, she'd make them slightly more interesting. I mean, it was just like, I mean, you would think.
I have, guys, I have a guardian angel. I get him to send my post to Rome. Well, that checks
it's like,
out.
Here comes. Oh, Gemma, is it Thursday afternoon already? Oh, here comes Gemma with her stigmata. Wow, what's it been, like 9 months now? Jesus, Gemma, once a week, just coming in here with your, God. That's great, Jim. No, I see it's sexual blood. I don't doubt it. I saw it last weekend.
Yep, and
the
that
week
needle,
before.
that needle's just there as a
I'm sure.
coincidence.
Wow,
we know.
great job, Gemma. So yeah,
no artfulness. So it must have been true. In early 1903, so I think she was about 25, Gemma was diagnosed with
anemia.
No, tuberculosis.
Okay. Well, I don't know. She's lost a lot of blood, so it's like she needs to get some iron supplements, I guess.
She went into a long and often painful decline, accompanied by several mystical phenomena, of course.
What mystical phenomena? Like what? Like ghosts?
I don't know. It didn't say, but probably, I imagine, based on everything we've seen so
More
far.
stigmata?
Visions?
Oh, yeah, visions.
Yeah. And one of the religious nursing sisters who attended her stated, "We've cared for a good many sick people, but we've never seen anything like this." But it doesn't explain why.
It's like, she is just one in a million, isn't she? Oh boy, that Gemma, they really broke the mold on that one.
So, yeah, at the beginning of Holy Week in 1903, her health quickly deteriorated, and by Good Friday, she was suffering tremendously, dying in a small room across from the Giannini house where she'd worked on this day, 11th of April, 1903, which was Holy Saturday at the time. So, yeah, that was her life and death.
Oh, it's fascinating. So she was only like 25 when she died?
So, and it was kind of recent. So I think there's actually photos of her, and she's pretty young.
Oh. Pretty young. I thought you were going to she's pretty attractive.
I mean, well, we'll get to that. That. There's more to come. So just ask your questions and buckle up.
So what were her miracles?
There are a few ones, I think, from after her death. So there's quite a few stories that are quite similar to these two. So I picked these as examples. But basically, she would kind of cure a lot of diseases.
After she died.
So a young girl, Giovanna Bottolozzi, at Middelheim in Switzerland, was suffering from a large tumour in her armpit. The doctor was... I know, but also no.
Okay. It just thinking of a stinky tumor. It's just a stinky armpit tumor.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I think it was fairly cancerous, though, deathly. So.
It was probably extremely painful, and I'm a jerk for laughing.
Basically. I'm judging you.
Yeah.
So the doctor was supposed to operate in 3 days' time, but the sister in charge assured the girl that Gemma would cure her, which I feel like she should not have been a nurse.
Yeah.
She tied a relic of Gemma upon the arm and began a novena.
Oh.
I don't know what a novena is. I should have probably looked that up.
Novena.
Okay, what is that?
It's like a prayer.
Okay, so she tied a relic of Gemma to the girl's arm and began praying. When the doctor, brackets, a Protestant, came to perform the operation, he'd found that the tumour had completely disappeared and exclaimed, "It's a miracle!"
Yeah.
So yeah, there's quite a lot of stories like that where there's a relic of Gemma that's
When you say
touched.
relic, do you mean like she tied her thigh bone, like Gemma's thigh bone to this?
So her bones, let's go through her namesakes, her relics. Her bones are in a church, the Sanctuary of Santa Gemma in Lucca.
Okay, makes sense.
Her heart is in a church in Spain.
Oh no. Why would they cut her heart out?
But if you go to the website stgemmagalgani.com, you can actually own your own Gemma relics.
What?
Yeah, they're like tertiary relics, I think, and they're tiny fragments of wood that have been taken from her coffin. So there's...
All right, wait.
So this is when I was like, buckle up, right? It's something like...
Oh, the St. Gemma
yeah,
store.
yeah. stgemmagalgani.com.
Oh, these are some nice rosaries. Actually, those are like cheap beads. I don't like those rosaries.
But Matthew, I spent 2 hours on this website yesterday. It is so
right.
good. So,
Is
well, let me just give you a little bit of background on stgemmagalgani.com.
Okay.
I'm so glad that we've found this together.
Okay.
So you know when you were like, oh, she died young, she must be pretty attractive. Well,
Yeah.
the man who made this website certainly thinks so.
Oh no.
Yeah. So on his like why I made this website page,
Uh-huh.
he goes through basically why Gemma is his own personal patron saint
Uh-huh.
or special friend, as he's also said.
Oh no.
There are article titles that include the unforgettable look and smile of the holy face of Gemma,
Oh.
photographs of some of Saint Gemma's personal belongings, and one person's devotion to Saint Gemma, which I think is about him. And it includes quotes like, reading the lives of saints, I believe that God places attractions and desires in our hearts to lead us closer to him.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
so-
Poor fucking creep.
Yeah, so Saint Gemma is a honey trap for this guy. But hey, he sells great merch. I feel like Angelina would have been proud.
Is it Angelina's descendant?
Probably.
That's
So,
fair.
yeah, you can get tiny fragments of wood from her coffin in a locket that also has a portrait of Gemma in it.
Yeah.
The locket by itself is $20, but you can get it on a rosary for $55.
Oh,
So, you know, yeah, he's probably a descendant of Angelina.
yeah. Wow. He's really monetized. There's a
He's-
lot of stuff
Yeah,
on here.
he's monetized his hobby a lot.
St. Gemma prayer cards and St. Gemma medals. You can get a packet of 20 for
I mean,
only $30.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm really glad.
You can buy a series. You can buy a bunch of photos of St.
Yeah.
Gemma. I don't want to cast aspersions on this guy. It does seem
Okay.
weird that he's a little bit obsessed with this lady. But and also, where's he getting wood?
Well, I think
Here-
he's been on like pilgrimages to her tomb, so I guess he probably just chips them off every time.
He's been grave robbing. Like, this is weird. Like, is this like I
I'm
would
trying to
feel
find-
better
there's
if
an
like it's
explanation of what, like, he's like, why these relics are legit.
Yeah.
I'll try and find
Oh, you
it.
get a free St. Gemma photo and a holy prayer card is included with each rosary or locket ordered.
Yeah, and you know, if you're in the US, shipping's only $15. So
See, I'm like, yeah, is this a U.S.? Yeah,
sounds-
this must be a U.S.
yeah, he's an American dude. He's got his address on there somewhere, because if you want to buy the merchandise, you have to send him a check
Do you really?
to his house. Yeah, I'm not going to read the website because I think that's doxing the address. Sorry.
Right.
But it's there on the internet if you want to find
What
it.
city is it?
stgemmagalgani.com. I can't remember because I'm trying to find the bit where he defends
Oh, no, I see.
the relics.
He's in Connecticut.
Yeah, there you go. Does that fit with your knowledge of people from Connecticut?
Yeah, they're real creeps. I don't know. No, I don't know. But I had friends from Connecticut, and they were just like other comedians, and they were like, New Jersey sucks. And I was like, you are from Connecticut. Don't even give me this shit. Anyways.
Did any of them have tiny bits of wood stolen from graves?
No, not to my knowledge. But they were the kind of people who might.
Okay, so the canon law forbids the sale of relics, but it pertains to first-class relics, which are body parts of a saint, and also second-class relics, such as saints' clothing or certain articles of devotion that were frequently used by the saint, such as their personal rosary or crucifix. However, the ex-Casper and fragments of linen relics being offered on this site would not reasonably be classified as sacred relics according to the canon, because they are fragments of the wooden coffin of St. Gemma, and because Gemma's wooden casket obviously did come into contact with her, and the wood fragments have also been touched to her own first-class authentic relics. Nevertheless, a wooden casket in and of itself, or fragments of it, is not at the level of a sacred relic, apparently, as referred to in the canon. No more than, for example, the house a saint lived in, or a car a saint rode in, for example. So, you know, it then goes on to say, the church does not keep honour the homes of saints as sacred relics, and neither, for example, is Blessed Pope John Paul II's Popemobile considered a sacred relic.
Right. I was like, oh man, all that money I spent on St. George's car is useless.
Yeah, these are third-class relics, so they're relics that he can sell. I think he's saying that they're legit because they won't work. I don't know.
Yeah, it does seem like they're like, oh no, they're not very holy, so forget about it.
So they're fine. So yeah, basically he's like, look at this amazing saint crap, and then at the bottom he's like, it's not real saint crap. It won't work.
It's not real saint. Yeah, I feel like that is, it's questionable.
The whole website, I would say, is fairly questionable. But it did give me a lot of content about her life, so that was useful.
I feel like this guy's definitely going to listen to this because I feel like he's almost certainly got a St. Gemma Google alert.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're really sorry.
Am I sorry? Are
we do.
Is he? Oh God, he's going to be the first person to email us.
Oh
isn't he?
Man, we shouldn't have gone into so much of explaining our email.
Cut it out. Let everyone just use the wrong one forever.
Oh no, I would feel even worse if some poor unfortunate guy who just is getting angry letters from this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
From somebody.
Oh well, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to hearing from this guy.
I'm not.
I wonder how many website, because I mean, you know, I work in marketing and we have a saying in the biz that there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
Right.
So if he and his probably he has 10 people visiting his website, if he turns them all on us, that would up our traffic by how many percent?
100%?
100%.
I don't know.
We could get 10 new listeners just from this guy.
Okay.
So
actually,
I think the algorithm counts a hate listen as a listen.
Yeah.
So.
I will say that at the bottom of his website.
Does he have a counter?
No, I was looking for a counter.
Oh.
Actually, there's a thing that says total page views and it's blank, and stat counter says blank. But above that is
that must be broken because I went on it at least 50 times yesterday.
Okay, all right. But above it, he's got a little thing that says "abortion stops a beating heart" and a little picture of
where?
at the bottom at the bottom of the homepage, and it says "abortion stops a beating heart." Face it, abortion kills, with a picture of a tiny baby.
Wow.
So yeah. So
don't feel bad.
I feel a little less bad now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it links to it.
To be fair, I've found that picture now. If you had a fetus that looked that much like a real baby.
Well, that's just a baby. That's like a baby. That's like a.
Yeah,
it's like
that's not a fetus.
That baby's at least 2 years old. That's not like if you killed that baby, that's murder. I 100% agree that the abortion, quote unquote, of a 2-year-old child is murder.
As an atheist, I would also condemn the abortion of a 2-year-old child.
I feel like we can say it's the official position of this podcast that any child born
over the age of
not inside a woman is definitely
off
abortion.
limits.
There's no splitting hairs on that. That is definitely murder.
Alive. Yeah. I think it's important to be very clear on that. Yeah. Okay, so your stat counter is blank, but below, does it not say total page views 6 million?
Whoa, I don't see the number. I don't see any number.
It's 6,140,771. So look out, because
71 of those is us.
Yeah, still pretty impressive, I'd say. So what's his name? Glenn? Yeah. Glenn, if you're listening, bring it on.
No, don't bring it on.
Yeah, turn all your followers against us and make them listen so they can hear how terrible we are. And then we'll get that sweet, sweet wine in a can sponsorship.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we can post a comment if we want.
Oh God. I don't think you should.
No, I wouldn't. I would never.
Yeah, some of the comments are quite disturbing as well.
Are they? Well, I didn't see any comment. The only comments I saw was best site ever. Truly loved it. And obviously this person's never been to, I don't know,
any other websites.
Yeah, like 538. They have cool graphs.
You should comment, be like, if you think that's cool, wait till you see Facebook.
Yeah. Guys, there's this thing called Amazon. You can get anything. I mean, it's
not just rosaries.
It's horribly unethical, but you can get whatever you want. So grateful to have discovered this site, so inspirational. I ran across a prayer card and searched, seeking more, and am amazed at her true passion for Christ. Thank you. That's nice.
So nice.
He's getting more feedback than we are, frankly. So
yeah. I mean, we're just bitter at this point.
Yeah, we are. This is a real haters podcast. We are. This is our worst. This is really the worst of us is coming out in this podcast because we're just like slagging off this website when he's getting the hits and we're not.
He is getting the hits. On the other hand, remember, he is almost certainly a monster, so...
I don't know.
Right?
He's just
He's just a normal guy obsessed with a 25-year-old dead lady.
And selling bits of her coffin, which he got through unspecified...
means,
yeah. And which he says himself is not holy, so then why are you grave robbing, dude?
It's not even worth it. If you're gonna grave rob, you should get something that, like, at least like a toenail or something,
Yeah,
I don't know how it works. I've never robbed a grave. No. And I will stand by that statement.
No matter what the police have said.
No, but more like, you can say I'm a good person if you want, but, I'm very humble about it. Just don't rob graves.
Hey, there's a line. Anna Domini has a code, and it stops at grave robbing.
And yours is not murdering 2-year-olds.
Yeah, not murdering 2-year-olds. That's it. And again, it's not just 2-year-olds. It's all ages of children. I am. And you know what? Adults. I'm going to go up through.
Most adults, yeah.
Anyways, so we spent way too much time dunking on this guy.
Or not enough, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, so that was one miracle story that we got sidetracked.
All right,
from.
Whatever.
Glad you asked.
So she did a bunch. So she had a bunch of visions, and she did.
What? No, the people touched her relics and got better.
Right. Okay.
Another was there was a lady who was dangerously ill with a stomach ulcer. Ugh. Her condition became so critical that the doctor said she had only a few hours to live. The sacrament of extreme unction was administered. Is that like a last rites thing?
I have no...
Administered makes it sound like they think it's a medicine, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, wait, isn't unction like a tincture?
No, it's a prayer. I'm fairly sure it's a prayer because it's a sacrament. Her relatives were awaiting the end when it occurred to one of them to invoke the intercession of Gemma for her cure.
Oh, okay.
I love that it occurs to me it's like, wait, we haven't tried Gemma.
Do you think there's a priest? Well, I mean, we tried everything. You guys did the Gemma thing, right? Like, what?
What?
Oh, no, I totally forgot.
So, yeah, they gave a picture of Gemma to the dying girl, who immediately felt better as soon as she touched it. She was cured totally of her stomach ulcer and in a few days returned to her ordinary occupations. Oh. So that's just another example. But stgemmagalgani.com has loads more, like hundreds.
So lots of healing miracles through her relics and pictures.
Which conveniently are things that he sells
I was going to say,
website.
The 2 miracles you found on his website require touching her relics and touching her picture. Both
which are available for $50.
Yeah, and hey, free shipping over $50.
If you live in the States.
If you live in the States, yeah. So yeah. I feel bad, I should order something now, but I don't want this guy to know where I live.
No.
Because I feel like he's going to be angry at
us. Not. Yeah. I mean, have we said anything that he could actually be litigious about?
I think there's no act.
You're going to have to edit this quite
I don't think we've said anything actionable. We've said his website is very thorough, and we questioned the things that he sells on it, but we've not made any claims that they are bad.
I think said he was obsessed with her.
I think it's fair to say that he's obsessed with her. I feel like that would stand up in a court of law. Have you seen how thorough this website is? I've scrolled through a few pages, and they are quite extensive. So I think obsession is fair.
Okay.
And I think St. Gemma would want it that way. She seemed like an obsessed type of person.
Yeah, she was a details gal, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, anywho. So yeah, those were her miracles and the miracle of the internet.
Yeah.
Which I'm very thankful for there. What do you think? Her Patreon... Subscribe to our Patreon.
What do you think her Patreon was? Wow, I don't know. I would guess about $5 a month. You probably get a bloody rag with stigmata blood on it, and you probably get bonus episodes of her podcasts.
You could get a little alarm clock that goes off every hour like a cuckoo clock.
Yeah.
But it says, "My Jesus mercy, my Jesus mercy, my Jesus mercy," and that's how you know what the time is.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't it say "My Jesus mercy" like instead of chiming? So it says it once at 1 o'clock, but like at 11 o'clock it says 11 times, 12 o'clock.
Oh God, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, so her patronages. I wonder if she was the patron saint of people who are a lot.
There should be one of those.
Yeah.
I would definitely relate.
Is she the patron saint of just pissing off your pharmacist dad? Is she the patron
with homeopathy?
with homeopathy? Yeah. Is she the patron saint of? Remind me of something else in her life.
Neurosis.
She's the patron saint of neuroses. Is she the?
She bled a lot.
She's the patron saint of free bleeding.
Oh my God, we should make that a campaign for sure.
Sure.
Turn this whole sordid podcast episode into a feminist cause.
Yeah.
We can bring this back, Matt. I believe we can rescue this.
Yeah. Is she the patron saint of tiny wooden relics that probably aren't very religious anyways?
No, that's Glenn who runs the website.
Oh,
He's the patron saint of that.
What are her patronages?
So students, I guess, because she was really into her teachers.
I guess that's true.
Pharmacists,
okay,
which is ironic,
right? Because she basically just shit all over her dad's life work.
Her dad's profession, yeah.
Yeah.
Against temptations.
Okay, I feel like she wasn't tempted very much, except for by the occasional communion wafer. I mean, you could get that lady to go anywhere.
The occasional desire to push your cousin off a horse.
Yeah.
Against the death of parents.
Okay.
Which is weird because she didn't do a very good job.
Yeah, that's really. I feel like that one should not be on the list. There was one thing she was bad at. It was not having her parents die, and I don't blame her for that. But I feel like she wasn't doing anything to stop it. And in fact, God came along and was like, "Can I take your mom?" And she wasn't ever like, "Please don't." She was just like, "Can I go with her?"
I guess that would be against the... Oh, I see what you mean. No, but I think she was saying, like, if you take her, take me as well, kind of thing.
Right, but she's not saying...
So she didn't want her to go.
But she's not saying, "Hey, God," or not. She's my mom, and I clearly need more supervision.
Yeah. God has very weird motives in this story.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where God's coming from with this. Also...
Or a lot of the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, she's taking up a lot of time of some pretty important... Like, the guardian angel, like, maybe she's the only person he guardian.
Oh, do you think... Could she be the patron saint of, like, CEOs who micromanage the shit out of their secretaries?
No,
maybe?
I think she's, like, the patron saint of people who bring a lot of their drama into your life and, like, take up a lot of your time and are just kind of emotionally draining. And you're just like, I'm not the person you need to talk to about this. You need to get professional help.
Matthew, do you have someone specific in mind? And is it the same person that I have in mind?
Probably, yes. But we all know a lot of people in comedy that are like that. So it's like, hey, I'm not the cause of your problems or the solution. You need to address these on your own.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which she took to be, right, I'll just pray more. Yeah. That's that.
I got it. I hear what you're saying. I'm going to go take some more communion and do a little bit of prayer. So she's...
Flaking on plans would surely be up there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the whole never being available on Thursday evenings or Friday.
Right. And she's definitely the kind of person who's like messaging you at the last minute, just like, or just not showing up and being like, where are we? It's like, oh, I had stigmata. Like,
I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I was bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what happened to me yesterday.
Was it stigmata?
I couldn't text you because there was blood all over my hands. So, no, none of those. Those suffering back injury or back pain.
When did that happen?
When she had spinal meningitis, I guess.
Oh, right. Well, was she also the saint for people?
Maybe it refers to the cousin that she pushed off a horse.
Oh, maybe.
He probably had a sore back after that. Against tuberculosis, which again, wouldn't be my first choice. Against tuberculosis.
Wait, but is she also like protection against like hand and foot injuries?
No, but those struggling with temptations to impurity.
That's not the same.
Close? Not close.
What?
And those seeking purity of heart.
Oh, okay. Well, that's me.
Which I guess, because, you purify things by burning them, right? So when her heart's set on fire, she got her purity of heart that way.
Wait, can we go back to why her heart is in Spain? Like, why did somebody take her heart out and take it?
I don't know. That is weird.
That's an odd thing to do. I mean,
Yeah.
if all her bones are in one spot, fine. Like if her body's in
Yeah.
one spot, that's fine.
Yeah, because presumably then they could, like, because if it was just normal, then it would disintegrate. So they've probably, like, put it in formaldehyde or something.
Right.
So that it's still there.
I think you could probably like treat it and it would get all leathery.
Ooh,
No?
tanned heart.
Yeah. I
Ugh.
feel like my heart's gotten all leathery.
There's a page on this website that's like pilgrimages you can do.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to find it because it has all like presumably that when the police come after this guy, they can use this as a map for where he's been.
Right.
See that kind of thing I think
Yeah.
probably need to
I
edit
also
out,
don't think
sadly.
we should go anywhere on these pilgrimages because we'll eventually run into Glenn and he'll be upset with us.
That's true. Well, maybe if we subscribe to his blog or something, we can just see when he's next going on one, and then we'll go as soon as he comes back.
I see.
Wow.
What?
There's just so much on this website.
I'm telling you, yeah. It's also in Spanish and Italian. Come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says you can get an Italian version.
Oh, cool.
Oh, where there's some Italian references. I don't think it's everything.
Do you think that because Gemma was meant to be good at languages, Glenn was inspired to learn lots of languages himself?
Maybe just new languages and stuff. I mean, wasn't she good at French?
Yeah. But, like, you know, she was generally a linguist, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think I don't have any more story to tell about Gemma. She was beatified. This was going to be in the relics / namesake section, but we skipped ahead because you asked about relics. So, she was beatified on the 14th of May, 1933. And canonized on the 2nd of May, 1940.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what happened after her death, other than curing people with her merchandise. And nope, that's it. That's all I got. So yeah,
So
her
she
saint
doesn't-
day is today, the 11th of April, because that was the day she died.
Yeah. And there's some churches. There's at least one church where her body remains.
Yes.
That's named for her.
Yeah,
Right?
that is the Sanctuary of Santa Gemma in Lucca, Italy. And yeah, her heart is in the Santuario de Santa Gemma in Madrid. Santuario, so I guess that means sanctuary as well.
Oh, they also have one in Barcelona.
Oh, very good.
Anyways, okay, so Saint Gemma. Anna,
Yeah.
do you think that you would ever ask for Saint Gemma to intercede
Well,
for you?
You may be surprised to hear this, Matthew, but in the past I've got the impression that some people think I'm a lot.
Yeah.
So I think I could relate to her for sure.
I would never say that to your face.
Fair enough. Would I ask her to intercede? Well, I guess, like, sometimes I have been in conflict with my cousins.
Right.
So, yeah, if I was having some desire to push one of them off a horse, I might just try and take a beat, ask Gemma to intercede. Then I might be less tempted to injure people around me, maybe.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Because I'm also... Again, you know this about me, but like I'm not great at keeping plans. For example, we rescheduled this recording at least 4 times.
Yeah, I think that's sports.
So if
right,
I
yeah.
needed a great excuse, maybe I would ask St. Gemma to intercede for me and make an amazing excuse.
I think that I've had a lot of back issues lately because
of holding a tiny child.
Yeah,
who's
holding
actually quite large.
yeah, he's very heavy and he's only getting bigger, which is, there's nothing to stop that short of abortion, which we've already discussed is out of the question. And
You've got till he's 2, okay?
yeah, okay, well, you know what? I've already ruled it out, so there's just no. I'm going to carry this baby to term, by which I mean he'll live out the rest of his natural life unmurdered by me.
That's good to know. I'm glad you put that on the record.
Yeah, I'm saying like it's his body, it's his.
To be alive. Great.
Yeah, I'm cutting that out. But, my back hurts a lot. So, yeah, so I think that St. Gemma, now that I know St. Gemma's there, I think that this is the better solution than pharmaceuticals. Eat that.
Definitely.
Gemma's dad.
So what I'm hearing is you're going to order at least one rosary locket from this website.
I might have it sent to my parents' house.
That way you save the $15 on the postage, right?
That's what I'm saying, right?
That's so smart. You're so smart.
If I get a locket, I'll get you one too.
Aw, thanks, friend.
Yeah. Then that way we can both be protected from back injuries.
That's very, very sensible, I'd say.
Yes.
What if, hang on, this is where we could get Gemma to intercede for us.
What's
we
that?
could get it delivered to her guardian angel's house, and then he could deliver it to us because she sends him on errands.
That would
Perfect.
be amazing. Do you think he lives somewhere on Earth? Because I would think that part of the gig of being a guardian angel, you get to live in heaven.
Oh,
So,
maybe. But I mean, he's around. Like,
He's around.
if he can deliver things, he's not just spiritual, right?
See, this is what we need to tell. To bring it back to the beginning of the podcast, this is what we need to get Bezos on. He's like, look, there's
Oh
all
my
these
God.
angels, right? And they'll deliver stuff for free. They don't
And
want
they'll
a
never
union.
unionize.
Yeah, they'll never unionize because they're dead, right?
There are no laws about paying them because they don't live in any country. So
Right.
no minimum. God doesn't have a minimum wage.
Yeah, it's like registering a ship in Panama. It's like there's no law.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's not true.
You've heard of international waters. What about international heavens?
Yeah, exactly. Jeff, hit us up. We could use. We don't need a lot of money. A couple
We
million.
do not want Amazon's money. I would rather keep doing this for no money.
All right. Well, Jeff, hit me up and DM me directly, buddy. I'll take some of that money. I got a baby to raise, and he eats a lot.
You cannot pay your bills with principles. It's true.
Yeah. And thank you so much for all your wonderful research this week.
You're welcome. I mean, I have to say, gotta give credit where it's due. We should be thanking Glenn for most of this, but
Great work, Glenn. Please don't take it. This is all harmless fun. We respect Gemma. She sounds like she was a pretty good kid, needed some professional help, but
it is
overall,
what it is. Yeah.
it sounded like she led a pretty good life helping out the poor.
Also,
and
and hang on, he should not sue us.
Yeah.
He should forgive us.
Yeah, that's what Gemma would do.
It is. That's such a good point.
But thanks again, everybody, for listening. And
Have a blessed day.
all right, bye. Oops.